Everyone thinks Islam Makhachev is unbeatable. But what if Ilia Topuria is the guy who can flip that script? Ilia Topuria is undefeated. He's powerful, he's confident. And if you've been paying attention, he's not just talking about beating Islam Makhachev. He actually might be able to do it. It's not just that he's undefeated, it's how he's winning. From his elite striking to his underrated grappling, we'll show you exactly why this matchup isn't as one-sided as people think. That's the key. Ilia's fight, IQ, speed, and explosiveness bring a completely different kind of threat, and we've got receipts from past fights to prove it. So stay locked in, because this isn't just a what if. We're giving you 5 legit reasons why Topuria could be the guy to break the Dagestani code. Whether you're Team Makhachev or Team Topuria, you're going to want to hear this before the cage door closes. And if you're all about real breakdowns over biased takes, you're in the right place. All right. Let's get real. When people hear Ilia Topuria will destroy Islam Makhachev, the first thing they think is, come on, is this just hype? Islam's a beast. He ran through Oliveira, shut down Volk on short notice, and looks almost untouchable once he gets on top. So how could anyone, especially a featherweight like Ilia, actually beat him? Well, here's what makes this interesting. This isn't just hype. Ilia Topuria has the tools. The real technical tools that make him a legitimate threat to Islam Makhachev. Let's start with something basic but critical. Youth and durability. Topuria is 28 years old and still hasn't hit his prime. His body's fresh, his pace is high, and he recovers fast. That matters in a 5-round war. Islam's 32, not old by any means, but he's taken damage, and we've seen him hurt before. Remember that Moicano fight? That right hand from Volkanovski? Islam's not invincible, and Ilia's the type of guy who can push a pace and land with bad intentions. And it's not just that he's young, it's how he fights. Ilia doesn't take much damage. His defense is tight, his footwork is clean. He goes into fights, dishes out punishment, and walks away without a scratch. That's not hype. That's a complete fighter doing his job at an elite level. Now let's talk striking. Ilia has some of the cleanest boxing in MMA right now. It's not wild, it's not desperate. It's sharp, precise, calculated. The way he broke down Volkanovski, that wasn't luck. He lured him into patterns, made him feel comfortable, and then detonated with power shots right on the button. Who'd never been finished, got dropped, and couldn't recover. If he can do that to Volk, what happens if he lands clean on Islam? And let's not forget, Ilia is a legit black belt in BJJ. Everyone acts like he's just a striker now, but the guy has serious ground skills. He's finished guys like Bryce Mitchell, who many thought would out-grapple him. Just because he hasn't needed to show his jiu-jitsu lately doesn't mean it's not there. It just means he's ending fights before it ever goes there. That's what makes this matchup so interesting. Topuria's not walking into the cage hoping for a lucky shot. He's walking in with options. He can pressure, he can explode, he can stuff takedowns, and if it hits the ground, he's dangerous there too. Oh, and one more thing. Confidence. Ilia truly believes he can beat anyone. He doesn't just say it, he fights like it. He predicted he'd knock out Volk. He did. He said he'd take out Max Holloway. Done. And now, he's looking straight at Islam with that same cold, quiet confidence. So, is this just hype? This is a real threat. A complete fighter. And if Islam's not careful, he could be waking up to his first real loss in years. Most of the guys Islam has beaten don't hit like Topuria. Volkanovski is quick and technical, but he's not a one-punch finisher. Oliveira has dangerous submissions, but his striking isn't built to shut out the lights with one shot. Topuria? Different story. When Ilia touches you clean, you feel it. Go watch the Max Holloway fight again. Nobody had ever done that to Max. Ilia didn't just outpoint him, he folded him. His punches have real weight, real consequence. That changes the entire risk level for Islam. Every exchange could be dangerous. Now here's where it gets interesting. Topuria doesn't just hit hard. His boxing isn't wild or aggressive just to be aggressive. It's tight. He reads his opponents. He uses feints, setups, and traps. In the Volk fight, he lured him into a false sense of safety with mid-power hooks, then unleashed the full clip once he had him where he wanted. And he doesn't just rely on one big shot, he stacks combos together. That makes it harder for guys like Islam, who rely on timing their opponents to find clean entries. But here's what really separates Topuria from Islam's past opponents: his balance of striking and grappling. Most strikers get shut down by Islam's wrestling because once they're taken down, they can't threaten anything. They just try to survive. Topuria is different. Not only can he defend takedowns well, but if he ends up on the ground, he's a legit black belt in BJJ. He's submitted high-level grapplers, and unlike others, he doesn't panic on the mat. That calm under pressure forces opponents to be more cautious, even Islam. And it's not just his jiu-jitsu. Ilia is strong. His hips are powerful. He scrambles well. He's not easy to hold down. And when he gets up, he's immediately back in your face. Then you add in his fight IQ. Ilia doesn't rush. He doesn't overcommit. He knows when to pressure and when to reset. He stays composed, he picks his moments, and he doesn't waste energy, which is huge when you're fighting someone like Islam, who tries to drown opponents over time. Every time we've seen someone come close to beating Islam, guys like Sarukian or Volk in their first fight, it's been because they had the cardio, the power, and the confidence to push back. Has Islam Makhachev ever faced someone like Ilia Topuria? And honestly, no. Not even close. Islam has fought elite strikers. He's fought elite grapplers. He's fought cardio machines. But he's never fought someone who puts all of that together the way Topuria does. Especially not with this level of speed, power, and pressure. Take Volkanovski, for example. Islam fought him twice. In the first fight, Volk pushed Islam more than anyone ever had. But Volk came up in the featherweight division. And while he's a brilliant tactician, the natural knockout power Ilia brings. He's more of a volume guy. He overwhelms, he doesn't erase. Then there's Charles Oliveira. Dangerous on the ground, yes, but Charles is hittable. We've seen it over and over again. He's been dropped multiple times by multiple fighters. Islam was able to time him and control him without ever feeling real danger on the feet. But Ilia is the danger. His striking is faster and sharper than Oliveira's. His defense is tighter than Volk's. His finishing instinct is on another level. And his mental game, cold, calculated, unshakable. Islam's never shared the cage with someone who's undefeated, never been hurt, and fights like he's in complete control every second. Topuria's confidence isn't fake. It's not a performance. It's rooted in results. Think about it. When he fought Volkanovski, a guy no one had ever dropped, let alone finished, Ilia made it look easy. He didn't go wild, he didn't overextend, he just stalked, read, and executed. That's rare. That's special. That's what Islam hasn't dealt with. And it's not just the stand-up. People assume Topuria can't hang with Islam's grappling, but here's the twist. He might not even need to. Ilia's takedown defense is solid. He's got excellent balance, a low stance, and explosive hips. And when he does get taken down, he doesn't freeze. He scrambles. He creates space. He makes you work. And remember, he's a black belt in BJJ. That's not just a belt. That's years of work, discipline, and understanding how to survive and attack off his back. So while Islam's wrestling is elite, it's not guaranteed he gets to play his usual game here. And if the fight stays standing, that's where things get real dangerous. Because no one Islam has fought has had this kind of boxing. Not just quick hands. We're talking feints, setups, devastating hooks, uppercuts, and bodywork. All thrown with purpose. All thrown with power. And here's the kicker. Topuria is not afraid of Islam. He's not walking into that cage hoping for an opening. He's walking in expecting to win. So no, Islam hasn't faced someone like Ilia Topuria. And that's why this fight isn't just exciting. It's terrifying for Islam. Ilia Topuria isn't just hype. He's not just another name being tossed at Islam Makhachev. He's something we haven't seen before. A fighter with the power to shut your lights off, the grappling to survive on the mat, and the mindset of someone who truly believes he's the best in the world. And that's what makes this matchup so scary. Islam has walked through legends, but Ilia's coming in undefeated, unbothered, and fully prepared to test every inch of Islam's game. This isn't just another title fight. This is a potential shift in the lightweight division, a clash between dominance and danger. And when the cage door shuts, only one walks out with their name still intact. So what do you think? Is Ilia Topuria the one to finally break the Dagestani code? Or will Islam remind everyone why he's the king of 155? Drop your prediction in the comments. We're reading everyone. If you're hyped for this fight, smash that like button. And if you want to be first to catch every breakdown, update, and storyline leading into this clash, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. This story isn't over.